Hi, welcome to another video of Multitrack Cassette fans. In this video I'm going to show you how to replace the idler tires of the Tascam 244. On my unit I had the problem that when I hit play or rewind or fast forward, the heads would engage for maybe 2 or 3 seconds and then disengage automatically. This indicates a problem with the idler tires. These are rubber tires around 2 small plastic wheels inside the tape transport mechanism. This video is based on a tutorial that I found on a website called mzentertainment.com. There's a link to this page in the description of this video. Please check it out. I should give a big thumbs up to the author of this excellent article. First, turn around the recorder and unscrew all the screws that you see on the bottom of the unit. After that, you can lift the bottom off. You don't have to be intimidated by all the wires and electronics that you see. Don't worry about that. You only have to unscrew these 2 screws on the right side of the tape transport mechanism and 2 on the left side. But before you can reach the ones on the left side, you have to unscrew the little PCB with the fuses on it. First the ones on the right. Be sure to use a magnetic screwdriver in case you lose a screw. And then you unscrew the PCB with the fuses. It's very simple. Take out the fuses and now you see the 2 screws on the left side of the tape transport mechanism. That wasn't too hard, was it? Now carefully lift out the transport mechanism. You'll have to, maybe you'll have to feel and jiggle around a little to get it out of it. Okay, so now you can remove the washer clip. Be careful not to let it jump out of your hands. I'm using an ordinary knife for this. I'm sure there are special tools for this job, which I don't have, but so I'll have to do it with an ordinary knife. But it also works. So this is your washer clip. Be careful not to lose it because you'll need it when you put it back on. Now you can remove the upper wheel. You can remove the spring, and then you'll have to remove the lower wheel, which is a little harder because it's in a small place. And here you see why the idler tires aren't working. The rubber is in bad condition. It's dented and it's too soft. Now we can remove the rubber from the wheels or the hubs. Again, I'm using a simple little knife, and the rubber comes off quite easily. The same goes for the second wheel. Now, as a replacement rubber, I'm using an ordinary faucet rubber, which I bought in a local plumber store. But as you can see, these are too flat. So they're about half as flat as the hub. So I'm taking 2 rubbers and put them together around the hub, and that way it'll fit perfectly. You'll have to push it around a little to make it nice and even. You can roll around the wheel on a hard surface to get an even better distribution of the rubber around the hub. Then you do the second wheel and you end up with two perfectly fitted rubber tires around the wheels. Now we're going to put them back into the machine. Now here's something very important. It might look like the left wheel should be the upper wheel because of the little round edge that's about the same size as the washer clip, but that's not the case. This wheel should be, the left wheel should be the lower wheel, because if you put them in the other way around, the washer clip will not stick onto the axle. So the right wheel will be the upper wheel. First put the lower wheel in place. Have it fit nicely against the gold colored axle. Then you put the spring on and then put the upper wheel onto it. And when you push the upper wheel down, you'll have to turn it around a little to make sure the two wheels will fit into each other. And that way the upper wheel will be low enough to have the washer clip fit around the axle. I'm using a little pincer to put the washer clip in place. And I'm making sure the washer clip can go anywhere. So it should be really stuck around the axle. Okay, it looks like we're done. So we can put the tape transport mechanism back in place. Put back the 4 screws of the transport mechanism, and then the PCB of the fuses, 2 screws. Make sure the wires are not sticking out of the housing. And then finally we can put the bottom back on. And it works nicely again. And earlier in this video I said about the washer, be careful not to let it jump out of your hands. Here's how I learned this the hard way.